I just want to take this time after sharing with you the original formula that can be used to fight any type of viral problem. And you know, as the crisis is really developing here, more and more we need to find more simpler ways to be able to deal with this crisis. And the first formula is really good, but I simplified this formula for people that live in the Caribbean islands, people that live in Africa, people that may live in the Pacific, and areas where some of these different ingredients, herbs, may not be available. And so I'm take this time to share with you a more simplified but very effective approach. I personally believe this is the best approach to deal with this virus. First thing you want is papaya leaf juice. As the people know that in the Caribbean islands and in the tropical area, this particular plant, the juice from the papaya, is very good for dealing with malaria, dengue fever. It also increases your platelet count. And so I actually think this is a great addition and a more simplified version. In particular, the papaya juice is beneficial for people with weak immune system, so it can strengthen your immune system. By taking it on a regular basis, it will boost your immunity. And another good thing about it is a lot of times the people that have the coronavirus, they have a lot of challenges with their kidneys, kidney failure, organ failure. Well, the good thing about the papaya leaf juice, it will break down excessive amount of protein in the system that can overload and overwork the kidney and convert that protein to an amino acid and even down to a peptide. To me, that is really important because that's one of the big problems with the coronavirus. Papaya leaf juice also proven to work against all types of fever. It is good against cold and the flu and pneumonia. And so it can be used to just stimulate your T cells. And your T cells is your captain cells in your immune system. Consequently, by boosting your T cells, it can help with autoimmune diseases. And that is where the body's attacking its own self. And where the body actually turns on its own cells or own tissue because it's having a problem identifying that. It's extremely good, this papaya juice, against any type of bone marrow problem. It is also good to help your immune system fight foreign substance in the system. It also helps reduce inflammation, swollen joints, stiffness, and just really eliminate the general flu symptoms. So I really am excited about the addition of that. But there's another addition too, is the magnolia bark or the magnolia leaf. This is traditionally known as a Japanese magnolia tree, but it's really good and it's a wonderful addition because it's really fantastic in dealing with asthma, depression, gastrointestinal problems, headaches, aches and pains, anxiety, inflammation. It works as a natural antibiotics, antispasmodic effect it has. It's just really good. It's an antioxidant. So all of this can help with any type of flu-like conditions. Another wonderful addition is the cedar leaves, and this is out of the cedar tree. The cedar is in the same family of the pine, have similar properties, and has long been popular using internally and externally as a medicine for reducing pain in joints. And many of the native people are quite familiar with it because it can be used as a wonderful cough medicine, in particular fighting against tuberculosis and also high fever. It's also help purify and detoxify the blood. So those combination of those wonderful plants in combination is what makes this such a wonderful plant to be used. And so what I recommend is to take these plants and use them in a real effective way. Now I'm going to just pause a minute and I'm going to come back and I'm going to share with you how you can combine these plants together to make them real effective. Now I talked about the cedar, the magnolia, and the papaya, extracting the juice from them and using them in this new formula. Also, it's the pine. The pine needles are important also. And so what we actually take to make this tonic, we take 1/3 of a pound of cedar leaves, 1/3 of the magnolia leaves, and 1 pound of the pine needles, and we take in 1/3 of the papaya leaves. And this is the papaya leaf juice. You actually take the dried leaves if you want to and juice those leaves out of 1/3 of a pound of dried leaves. And then you mix all of those together in 1 gallon of water. And you boil that for about 15 minutes. And then you let it cool down and you add 3 tablespoons of licorice, 4 tablespoons of pokeroot, a 1/2 ounce of eucalyptus, 1 cup of onions, 1 cup of garlic, a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 3 tablespoons of menthol crystals, 5 tablespoons of turmeric, and then you put 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You mix all of that together, but you have to mix that in after the cedar, the magnolia, the pine, and the papaya has cooled down. Don't mix them when it's hot. Don't mix the other ingredients when it's hot. That's because it would destroy the water solubles. And then you need to make sure that you take 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. Now you can break that up into 5,000 in the morning, 5,000 before you go to bed. Drink plenty of lemon juice. Because lemon juice is high in citric acid, and that also helps break down that protein covering that housed that virus. This is a wonderful, simplified version of my first protocol to deal with this virus. But it makes it simple to use, especially for people in third world countries, which may not have the availability to get stuff from the health food store. We can also, for people that do not have the pine tree or the cedar tree or the magnolia tree, we can actually supply you with those by shipping that to you and instructing you how to put this together. Thank you so much. If you need any assistance, please don't fail to contact us.